Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going today? Hi. I got two cameras here, one over here and also one over here. This is called the Pornhub view. Just kidding. So hope you guys are doing good. I'm about to give you guys a very bearish technical analysis on crypto right now for all the newer traders and investors that have their mommy's allowance and their daddy's allowance in crypto and their summer jobs, and from being a college or university student, you know, from selling their pictures on OnlyFeet or wherever. You guys are gonna hate this technical analysis because it's very bearish, but unfortunately it needs to be done because as somebody who is a professional investor like myself, and like how you are as well, somebody who has a lot of skin in the game, people who are intelligent, the people that are in this stream right now, you guys understand that it's important to understand and acknowledge every single bias, whether it's bearish or bullish. You must be prepared for it because it's going to allow you to make decisions. For example, myself right now, my portfolio dropped from the all-time high of about $7 million all the way down to about 4.9 million. So I'm not really happy with what's going on right now. And I've come to a crossroad where I must decide whether I have to sell some things in my portfolio to mitigate my risk or to just hold through this market in case there's no drop. Because if you do sell something right now, there comes with a lot of risk. For example, if we smash above $73,000, the risk is I have to buy back at a higher price. And that's ridiculous. It's very hard, okay, to do that and want to make profit. But if I don't sell anything right now, then I risk a catastrophe occurring. And if this does happen, then I'm going to have wished that I did sell something. So it's going to come down to liquidating some of my position, which is now about $5 million, diversified between 19 coins and 6 different categories. I invest in currency, layer 1, layer 2, GameFi, DeFi, and AI. So 6 categories. So now I might be liquidating maybe 10 to 20% of my position just to see if this is going to drop further. So welcome to a technical analysis by Elliott Wave Theory today. For those that don't know me, my name is Philakone and I've been in the crypto game for about 9 years now. I'm probably one of the most controversial traders and also investors in crypto space that's heavily hated. And that's why you guys follow me, because I give you the perspective that nobody wants to hear, but it's necessary. Unfortunately, I am not a moon boy right now. I wish I was. I wish that Bitcoin would break above $72,000. If my portfolio hits somewhere close to my projected targets, I only invested about 1.7 million and it grew to about 6.7, 6.8 at the peak, dropped down to 5. But if it hits near my projected values, I'm going to be rolling in probably about $15 million, I'm guessing. And then I'll probably end up retiring from investing and social media in general. And then I'm probably just going to buy a farm with a shit ton of farm animals, buy a second house, I don't know, do a bunch of random things and like pursuing my hobby. But I'll mostly be investing long term and not on social media anymore. So I want crypto to succeed just as much as you guys do. And unfortunately, we're here. So first of all, let's talk about Elliott Wave Theory for those that are unfamiliar with this, okay? So Elliott Wave Theory is a very simple but complicated theory that says that there's going to be 5 waves in the market that ebbs and flows, just like this. Now, these fractals are going to be divided up in many different ways. So the first and the 5th wave is often very complicated, where the first wave can do something such as a diagonal. So you're gonna see like maybe like a diagonal like that of some sort, where maybe wave 1's even bigger than wave 3, and then wave 5 is the smallest. So this characteristic of a diagonal is called a leading bullish or leading bearish wedge, or leading first wave diagonal, or a rising bearish wedge. This right here can often be found in the first, a normal wave, which is like this, a normal 5th wave like that, or even a double top, which is reasonable, a double top. It actually falls short of the 3rd wave. So it doesn't actually even get really a double top. It kind of falls short a little bit. And this, unfortunate, okay, you guys are, sorry about that. My internet went out for a second, I think. So because wave 5 falls short, I'm not sure if you guys caught the last part if I was streaming, but it falls short because the waves 1, 2, and 3 are too strong. And also wave 5 doesn't have enough of a demand to push it above the wave 3 territory. Now, this is something you really don't want. Now, when you see something like this, what often happens is there's a sharp correction afterwards. And then we correct to usually wave 4 territory. Okay, so this is a beautiful territory to find its support in. And the next territory that it's likely to retrace to is also the wave 1 territory. So if this doesn't hold in the wave 4 territory, then it goes all the way back down to wave 1. Now, keep in mind that this right here is only talking about wave 3, all right? So we had a wave 1 already that formed like that. We had a wave 2, and now we're basically doing a wave 3 that truncated. The 4 occurs, and then the 4 falls into subwave 4 territory or subwave 1 territory. And then after that, we go for the big final 5th wave. So that's the third scenario. Now, there's also another scenario, which is the most ideal scenario for us to be in. Okay? So oftentimes, people will think that this actually is a 5th subwave that forms and a 4 occurs. But what ends up happening instead is this 5th subwave, it actually makes an extended wave. And then this is the most ideal scenario. So then it just basically keeps making bigger waves. Okay, so instead of actually being the 5th subwave that finishes and then the 4 begins, it actually makes a huge extended 5th wave instead. Now, that's the ideal scenario that we want. My dog, sorry, let me just check. Tokyo, come. You guys wanna see Tokyo? I'll show you Tokyo. This is Tokyo. Ah, dog's gone wild. Everybody, look at my titties. Look at my fucking titties. They're fucking huge. Dog's gone wild. Yeah. Everybody buy Dogecoin. Everybody buy Doge with dog with hat. Everybody buy Shiba Inu. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. This is not your live stream. This is my live stream. Okay, you guys can say hi to Tokyo. She's 8 months old. She's the best dog ever. Okay, that's it. Tokyo, go be free. Okay, so now let's talk about Bitcoin and what it's doing. Okay, you guys are not gonna like this, but we're gonna go. So let's break down the subwaves. This is subwaves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the first wave. 100% guaranteed, or we're starting from here. This is the first wave. There's no one that can argue with it. You guys all agree with me. This is mother effing wave 1. This is wave 2 right here. That is how it is in the market. It's irrefutable. And that's it. Okay? So that's wave 1 and 2. Now the next wave that we count is the next structures up. Okay? This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that makes wave 1. And this makes the A with a higher B and a C that comes down. So A, and it makes a little B that's higher than the where it began, and then C. So this is now officially subwave. Okay, so this is subwave 1. And this over here, we're gonna go down further into the structures over here and break it down. Okay, so this here, do you guys see this deep ass retracement? The deepest retracement is often a corrective wave. See it? This one right here, where Bitcoin dropped about 15%. That implies right there, it must be a third wave correction. Therefore, we're probably getting something like this in here. Probably a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So this is most likely completing the third subwave. So now you've got subwaves 1, okay? 1, 2, you got 3, and this is 4. This can be argued very easily, super easily, okay? By making a simple A, and then this is a B, and this is a C, this is a D, and this is an E. Okay? C is lower than A, E is lower than C, D is lower than B. So this makes kind of a flag type of pattern. Okay, so now that we've cleared it all up, we can see that this whole structure has only this left. The only thing that's left is this structure. So what is it? Therefore, it must be the last impulsive wave of the structure, which makes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the 5 gets truncated. So this is the truncation. This is the high, and this falls short of it that you can see. Therefore, that structure right there makes the least desirable wave that we want. It makes a 1, 2, a 3, and this is the A, B, C, D, E, the bullish flag, and this finishes up the 5. Now, what's great about this is the proportionality of it. Wave 2 and wave 4 is very proportional. The corrective waves must be proportional because you don't get something like this. You don't get something like a small wave 2 and then a wave 3 and then like a huge wave 4 and then a 5. It doesn't work like that. The wave 4 must be proportional to wave 5. And we have perfect proportionality right here. Therefore, this completes the count. This 100% completes the count for a third subwave. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this fifth subwave is now truncated and it falls below the wave 3 territory. A lot of people are expecting something like this magical, fourth wave to occur and to do something like that, or, something like this, but fourth waves don't work like that. They are not proportional like that. So this is the worst case scenario that we want, but the best case scenario would be somehow there becomes an extended fifth wave. Like I mentioned, this doesn't actually finish, okay? It does not finish, and then instead it just keeps continuing to the upside instead. But is that likely to happen? It's possible, okay? It's possible, but maybe it won't happen, and most likely it won't happen. Most likely what will happen instead is that this, okay? And I'm going to give you guys even more data, technically. A lot of idiots, I'll call them idiots to be nice. People more retarded than people in the Special Olympics. People who are Down syndrome, that are autistic, okay? They actually think that technical analysis and lines don't mean anything. It's because they're too stupid to understand how to do technical analysis with charts, and they actually never gave it a chance long enough to learn it because they're incapable of learning it. Their intelligence is that of a 2-year-old child. They cannot simply comprehend technical analysis, okay? But I need to tell you, if you understand the basic definition of technical analysis, okay, it refers to all fundamental factors are factored into the price action of the chart. Every motherfucking thing in the world economic factors, the elections, inflation, interest rates, geopolitical wars, everything in the world is factored into what you see here already. That is the definition of a chart. That's why we have these prices. I apologize on behalf of all the people that were not mentally capable intellectually to learn this, okay? But that is what it refers to. And right now, it's showing a lot of bearish data. So unfortunately, right now, this is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's going to be a really fucking weak bull market because this third wave is now finished and a fourth wave is likely to come down. And where's the fourth wave? Where's the fourth subwave, okay? The fourth subwave gets drawn like this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the chances of getting to $57,000 is very high. In my opinion, there's like an 80% chance to get there. You guys don't want to hear this, but this is the fourth wave correction right here. Okay, this is what it's likely to be. The fourth wave is probably going to come around there. And that's going to make a pretty decent retracement. That's going to make a retracement between a 236 and a 382 fib level. Worst case scenario is we get to the wave one territory and then we break down to 43,000. That's even possible as well. And then we start the fifth wave. But either way, if I'm right about this, which I don't want to be, it's going to be a horrible bull market. Because then the fifth wave, even if the fifth wave did a fib extension, that was a 618, a 618 extension over here, it would hit like about $87,000 max. If it hit barely a 1-to-1, there's your 100,000. The only way to have a really ridiculous bull market, if this count is right, is if the fifth wave gets extended like crazy. And I'm wrong about this. But other than that, Elliott wave theory, it contradicts having a major bull market right now. And once again, I need to be clear that I don't want to be giving this information, but I don't give a shit if I'm giving bearish news because I have a lot invested in the market and I need to be aware by myself. And for all those people that thought I was sarcastic in my posts on Twitter, 90% of them were right. Unless they were like read super sarcastically, like crypto is fake, get out now, it's going to zero. Obviously, that was a joke. But the ones where I'm making a technical analysis, or the ones where I drew like a channel to 25K, that was a joke. But all the other ones, I'm serious, guys. So let me give you another piece of proof that's going to hit you in the face. Okay? Bearishly here. Okay. So whenever you have RSI, okay, let's say you have 5 waves like this. Okay? You got 5 waves and it does something like that, right? Let's just say, for example, an impulse wave. What's always going to happen is this RSI is going to be low here. It's going to be the highest on wave 3. And then if it's bearishly diverging, wave 5 will be a much lower high. So then what you have is you got bearishly diverging RSI between the waves 3 and 5. Okay? Whether wave 5 is higher or slightly truncated, RSI is way lower. So check this out. You're not going to like this, guys, but this is the way it goes. This is now waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you look at the RSI, perfect. The first one meets the criteria of being lower than wave 3. And then wave 3 is the highest. And then wave 5 is super low. Just look at that RSI. This is the same price range, roughly, but the RSI is bearishly diverging like you've never fucking seen before. This is ridiculous. If it was strong, if the RSI measures the relative strength index, if this was strong in any way at all, this RSI over here would be like fucking up there. It'd be ridiculous. Not only that, this is called the fuck you up histogram MACD. Okay? The one where it looks like it's supposed to go up. The one that looks like it's supposed to cross over. Okay? And then it doesn't cross over. And instead of making a shape like this, okay? A shape like this where like this part right here of a triangle, of a circle is what you want, right? Just think of this shape right here. It's a circle that's going up. That's exactly what we had, right? Kind of a circle going up. But what happened? It actually ends up becoming this shape instead. It ends up becoming a circle, right? That looks like kind of like it was going up and it maybe could have crossed, but instead of doing that, it ended up just tanking down and it reverses. That's called the fuck you up histogram. And every time this happens, it's never anything good in the market. So we can see that this candle right here, I've got to go get my dog in a sec. This candle right here was supposed to be the one that broke upwards. But because the histogram ended up rejecting and it showed massively bearishly diverging RSI, and we basically 1, 2, 3, 4 times we rejected 72K, I unfortunately have to be led to believe this now. Not only that, give me a second, guys. I gotta get my dog, okay? She's gonna do that for a while. Sorry, give me a sec. Tokyo, come. Tokyo, come on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I appreciate you waiting. Okay, so now you take a look at other factors like a 2-day MACD. Okay, so the MACD here, it's lower. You would all agree with me. It is bearishly diverging. It keeps getting lower and lower every time. Okay, so this is a lower low. This is now a lower low, right? Not good. Now look at the histogram. It actually crossed over on the 2-day, and the histogram is being negative right now. Okay, so it literally has crazy momentum to go down right now on the 2-day. Okay, on the 4-day, it's getting bad too. It's already going down. On the daily, it's already going down. Sure, on the weekly, it's also still steadily going down. So, oh, sorry, give me a second. Right here, sorry guys, sorry. So the daily, right here, is going down. Okay, it's going down on the MACD. On the 2-day, right here, you see that the histogram was getting lower and lower. Right here, there's no higher high. The 2-day crossed over already. The MACD crossed over. The histogram is going down. So that's the daily, the 2-day going down. Also, the 4-day is on a fucking massive curve down that I showed you rejected earlier right there, right? On the weekly, it's going down as well. So where the fuck does anybody see this bullish? Huh? Can anybody explain to me where the fuck this is bullish in any way other than your moon boy $1,000 portfolio that wants to hit $1 million? I cannot see a single place where this is fucking bullish. So I can't see anything, guys. So can somebody explain to me in the chat one fucking factor where this is bullish other than, oh, $887 million spot ETF buy. Oh, federal elections is coming up. Yeah, but that's all factored into the price already. On June the 6th, we had a massive, June the 4th, right here, guys. This was a spot ETF buy. Spot ETF buy of $887 million that shattered the record. What happened after? Did it stop the market cap from dropping by 8%? No, it didn't. So you got RSI bearishly diverging, okay? You got MACD on every single time frame you can imagine, from 4-hour to even the weekly, that's showing bearishly diverging signs of it going down. So what do you have that's bullish? So now I'm going to look at the 50 EMA. So some things that are bullish is, yeah, sure, we got the 50 EMA on the daily that's holding for now, but it doesn't mean that it's going to hold forever, or it has to. It fell down before. I mean, if you take a look at signs from the history before, okay, let me just show you guys. So you go back to the halving, okay, in 2016. I'm just going to show you guys proof. Here was the halving right there. And then we got, even after the halving, there was a potential drop all the way down to the 200 moving average, which is the white. Happened once there. Here's another time where we fell down all the way to the 200 moving average. Okay? Here's another time where we fell down all the way to the 200 moving average, close to the 200 moving average, right? And then, of course, the bull market begins. So I just showed you that in 2016, it happened. So now if you take a look at May, right here in 2020, not that much is different, right? So this one was around May there. Here you see it also getting close to the 200 moving average, very close to the 200 moving average. So where does it say that we have to keep rallying? Here we actually broke down before we got higher. So now if you take a look over here, right? Here we got below the 50, but we never got to the 200 once. Now if you look at the 200 moving average, what is the price? Look right on the right. What is the price? It's $57,000. That also coincides with the wave 4 territory right here that I said it would probably correct around to. So there's still a possibility easily that we can get down to over here. So now I would love to argue some bullish cases, but I'm not a moon boy. Also, I would say I'm intelligent enough to understand all the technical factors that's contributing to a very bearish trend. The only thing that could save us right now from a bullish or from a major drop is if we have that fifth wave extension. So instead of actually dropping right here, okay, instead of dropping down like I'm predicting, I think it's going to be a pretty wild drop to like July, August, or even September. And then later we're going to moon boy. But if this doesn't happen, then what's going to happen instead is we're going to have a fifth wave that gets extended, and I'm completely wrong, which I would love to be wrong. Please let me be wrong. Because if this scenario occurs, then we're going to get a major bull market. So other than that, guys, I have no other arguments for a bearish case. I've shown you that RSI is bearish as fuck on every time frame. I've shown that MACD and histogram is bearish as fuck. I've shown all the truncation cases based off of theory, based off of sound theory for Elliott wave theory. And I've also shown you possible targets as well. And I've also shown you the history of 50 EMA and 200 smooth moving average and how we're likely to target it, and it's possible as well. So other than that, I digress from my bearish case. Clearly, this is not sarcasm. So for now, all that you can do is just stay strong, make a decision if you want to take the chance of riding this down or not. that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to go on literally the elliptical for like 2 hours. I've been exercising hard. I've lost 40 pounds, which is 18 kilograms, exercising every motherfucking day. You know why? Because I don't want to be fat and rich at the same time. I want to be skinny with my health and rich. So today, I'm going to go on the elliptical for 2 hours, and I'm going to really think about how much do I want to liquidate if I do, and also if I even want to liquidate any of my position. So it's going to be a tough day, and I hope that you guys were given some insight. If you guys appreciate this video, just hit the like button. If you guys really appreciate it, just DM me on Twitter and send me some dick pics. I'll be even more grateful. Okay, other than that, guys, let's take a look at the volatility scanner. So the volatility scanner, guess how many coins are highlighted green today? Hey, all you motherfucking moon boys, guess how bullish the market is? Not bullish at all. You know why? Because not a fucking single coin is moving based off of my volatility scanner. This scanner of mine hunts for anything that moves 5% in 1 hour, 2% or 10% in 2 hours, 15% in 4 hours, or 20% in 48 hours. Okay? Then do you guys know how many coins moved today meeting those criteria? Take a guess. 0 coins moved. So moon boys, enjoy your fucking long positions, okay? Have fun longing the market. I hope that you get fucking liquidated for not trusting me. And I will see you guys another time. And by the way, if you guys want this video, okay, if you want this scanner, buy it for 150. It's the ultimate market indicator. Not only that, DM me, and I'm going to give you a little special present for buying it. If you buy it, you might get one of my courses for free, or you might get access to my Discord membership. You never know. But this indicator is going to change your life, the way that you look at volatile coins, the way you spot them, the way that you gauge the market. And this was one of my serious videos, guys. So I apologize for being very serious, but I needed to give you some perspective of not from a moon boy. Okay? So enjoy. Hit the like button, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube, can you just subscribe to my YouTube already? I would really appreciate it. I'll send you pictures of my dog naked. Okay? I'll send you nudes of Tokyo. Thank you, everybody. Have a great Thursday. Or is this Sunday? Have a great Thursday, everybody. Take care. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate